To start adding objects, you can either click on Insert in the menu bar, or you can click on Add and then Object, or just right-click anywhere inside the chart and click on Add Object. As newer data is added to a chart over time, the series line will automatically shift to the left. For all objects added to charts in RightWay Charts, if you want them to stay in a fixed relationship to the series as newer data is added and the trend line shifts, there is a Bind to Series feature that can be employed. That way, you never have to worry about object placement as time progresses. They will remain in a constant relationship to your series. To illustrate this point, let's add a couple of objects to our chart. We'll add an annotation for the 2012 high. We'll make the font bold and change the color to red. We'll make the border color transparent. Now check the Bind to Series box. We only have one series in our chart, but if you have more than one, make sure you select the series you wish the object to be bound to. Then click on OK. You can position the annotation after it has been added, but if Bind to Series has been selected, the annotation will remain bound even when newer data is added, or if the time period of your chart is extended. Let's also add an arrow line. We'll make it blue. Change the arrow height to 10, and also check the Bind to Series box, and click on OK. Let's just resize and position our arrow to show some upward momentum here. Now, say we wish to extend this chart to include the time period going back to 2010. In the Date Range box, we'll just amend the date and click on Update. As you can see, our annotation and arrow line remained where we placed them, even as the series shifted. Here is another handy feature that you can use with a trend line or an arrow line in RightWay Charts. If you wish to draw attention to an upward or downward momentum of your series as newer data is added over time, you can right-click on it and select Extend Right. Your trend line will extend to the latest date and keep extending as newer data is added. Once you select Extend Right, however, the trend line is locked to the series and you will not be able to move it unless you uncheck the Extend Right feature. The following are a few examples of charts where we've added objects. These include shapes such as rectangles, ellipses, and half ellipses to assist in drawing attention to specific trends or areas of interest on your chart. These can be moved and resized and also bound to the series. Annotations can be placed anywhere on your chart where you need to clarify or label different chart features. Here's an example of a series with a separate technical indicator below, using guidelines and shaded bands to identify key areas of interest. Images can be added if you'd like to include a logo or picture on your chart. And signal indicators where specific parameters can be set to format your series. Here we have added a signal indicator to show green when the series is greater than the simple moving average, and red when it is less than the simple moving average. We'll discuss signal indicators in greater depth in a separate video. As you can see, objects can be a great way of enhancing the overall appearance of your finished charts, giving greater clarity to your viewers. We hope you make use of all these exciting features available in RightWay Charts.